welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I'm looking at the Supercars magazine, number 44, the world's greatest cars in miniature. So this is the Alfa Romeo 4C. I have not yet opened this out of its packaging. So 143 scale diecast car is still in its cardboard. We'll take a look at that towards the end, but I am going to go through the magazine. This will be my first time also going through it. I've just opened the packaging. This particular one I got on a back order. So it was one of the last I got of this series. And I did not open it until just before setting up for a recording. So in this particular magazine, we get the design of the Alfa Romeo 4C, the technology, the manufacturer of the Alfa Romeo, and the origins of the company. Small, but I'm not going to read everything in full detail either. So if you want to have a look at it, and read all the articles, you will need to pause the video. Small but perfectly formed Alfa Romeo 4C features an enticing blend of traditional and innovation, including a carbon fiber chassis and a sophisticated turbocharged engine. It's a nice little car, nice little looking car. Small, compact, and fast. Yeah, okay. Track Spirit, the instrument panel in the 4C includes a TFT digital screen, that's that one here, which changes the configuration based on the drive mode that's selected. The aerodynamics were heavily influenced by motorsport thinking. The rear diffuser, on the bottom left, I guess they're talking about here. Bottom left. Small spoiler that hangs over the tail do an excellent job of generating a downforce. Guessing this is the gears. Automatic, neutral. Is that drive? Hang on. DNA. Right, DNA selector. It offers 4 modes. No, it's dynamic, natural, all-weather, and race. The last mode minimizes the intrusion of the electronic stability control and the ABS. So DNA. Yeah, okay. Thought it was like a drive and automatic. Actually, there it is. Interior. So there's your shifter. I'm guessing it's not a manual gated shifter then. So is it a paddle shift? Have to look at the information further. The engine, so the entire cabin was designed around a carbon fiber monocoque. The wraparound seats, padded with a thin layer of ultra-light material, had a reinforced carbon shell structure. There's also other elements in the interior that has been influenced by racing, such as a flat-bottomed steering wheel with controls pointed towards the driver and the aluminium pedals. Nice. Excuse me. Center picture, okay, that's it. Engine turbo. Small but mighty, the 4C's displacement and its outright power may be a modest, but the use of the cutting-edge technologies and the weight of under 1,000 kilograms make it outstanding performance. Yeah, so lightweight. Like I was saying before, power is 240 horsepower. It's not a lot, is it? Inline 4 turbo, 1.742. So under a 1.8. Okay. 275 kilometer per hour top speed. Again, really lightweight car though. I think that's what they're getting at. Designed by Wolfgang Egger, the Alfa Romeo 8C was inspired by the legendary 33 Stradale, brainchild of Franco Scelloni. Oh man, I'm terrible with names. Equipped with a powerful V8 engine and Ferrari Maserati origins, it paved the way for the success of the 4C. Yeah, so that was this is the Alfa Romeo 8C. Okay, so what they've done is they've toned it down to a 4C, made it so much lighter and probably more nimble. was produced a total of 1,000 units, 500 coupes and 500 spiders. So, convertible. Cool. Alfa Romeo Tipo 33 and its successors were some of the most eye-catching and memorable cars racing for the 1960s and 70s. Is that one down there? The second win for Alfa Romeo, world champion again with the 33 SC12, thanks to Arturo Mazzario, Pictured, and Brambilla. Brambilla? Yeah. Been around for a while, Alfa Romeo. 67, Alfa Romeo officially re-entered the competitive world, deploying the Tipo 33 in the 2-litre prototype class of the World Sports Car Championship. Yeah. This one here is the 300 Stradale. Also had a competitive life. Gentleman's driver Laurietti won Ascoli Colli San Marco hill climb. Sheesh. I don't know why I keep trying to read these names. Good looking car. The 33. Yep. Don't know if I've got a model of one of them like that. Typical styles are made by another name. 33 Stradale was one of the first cars to be produced with butterfly doors. The design included a number of Franco's signature elements, such as large rear windows, which allowed you to see the V8 engine's intake trumpets and the smooth, rounded lines of the rear haunches. Yeah, nice. All right, looking ahead, moving on to magazine number 45, we'll get the Audi R8 V10 Coupe, followed by the Dodge Viper SRT10 in magazine 46. That's what you got in the Supercars. At number 44, let's have a look at the Diecast car, which is the main reason I got these. Bit of dust on that because it's been sitting there for a while. But I will open this. Oh yeah, before we do, Alfa Romeo official product. Registered trademark, and Panini, who is the one who's supplying these magazines to me originally, which I believe is no longer available. I had them on the phone one time. This is not going to let me in. I had them on the phone one time about following up on back orders. Like this one had to be on back order, but I got it before the magazine run had finished. And I was getting a Formula 1 car on a back order, and I said, oh, let me just check and see if I got all my supercar collection. They said, no, sorry, that's already finished. So I guess you couldn't get any more of them. All right, so got a decent container here, like all of them are. Put that aside. Try not to cut my finger with that. Have a look on this camera here. I do like the white stripe on the tyres. They're P0. I think it is Pirelli P0s. Yeah, not bad. I will put this on a turntable so you can have a better look. Interior is all black. There's a smudge on the window there. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get that cleaned up. That back window is very dark. And interior, actually, it is quite, the windows are quite fogged up. I might give them a quick clean and see if it, just give a microfiber cloth. A little better. There is a tiny gap you can see there. Hope I didn't push that too hard. But can't see much inside. There is an interior. It's all very black. You can see the ribbed seat. So unlike some of the pictures there. Alright, triangle screw. Unlike some of the pictures, there's no coloured seats on these. It's a nice little car though. So let's, I've got a screwdriver especially for this. I must have had this a year or two since delivery. Put that aside. Alright, let's have a closer look. Do we have some disc brakes? Can we actually get some focus on that? Not very well. Maybe with, yeah, okay, red calipers. Disc brakes in there. Got the Alfa Romeo on the actual wheel. Right, there's a tow hook circle there. I don't think that actually goes through, but that's actually quite well modelled. Lights are carbon fibre printed. Oh, there's a gap there. So, quality control on that. It's a carbon fibre print on the headlight and on the mirror there. Get more of inside, probably not. Look, it's a good little car. I don't think it's super high detail though. Can't get that down. Yeah, there we go. Alfa Romeo 4C. The under spoiler. That's cool. Have a look underneath. There's absolutely nothing except the name and there's copyright stuff. Yeah. And a bit of a gap for that front area. So it's full plate, including more of those triangular screws. Okay. I will put that on the turntable to have a closer look without my hands getting in the way. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with Magazine 44 next week. You can get these sometimes, though, second-hand on the market. eBay, op shops, thrift shops. Anyway, have a good day. Cheers. Bye.